news at 5:30. Artistic swimmer Anita Alvarez is back in her hometown for the first time since winning silver in Paris. She grew up swimming for the town of Tonawanda Aquettes, and today I met up with her on the pool deck where she got her start. Full transparency, she and I were teammates back then. Today we talked about everything she's sacrificed to get here and her thoughts on LA 2028. Anita Alvarez, we are here with an Olympic silver medalist in the pool you grew up swimming in.
Yes.
You were a teammate of mine. You were much younger than me and much better than me, but wild to sit down with you now as a silver medal around your neck.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you feeling right now?
I feel, I don't know, so many feelings still, like everything's still sinking in, but just happy to be home and back where it all started, so.
Let's talk about this. I mean, coming from Kenmore, Tonawanda area, and you sacrificed a lot. Tell me about moving out to California, what age you were, why you had to do that for the sport, and it seems like it was all worth it.
Yeah, so at 16 I'd made my first national team, which required us to relocate to California to train all together and training full time. So I switched from going to school all day and then practice afterwards, and then I started going to the pool all day, going home afterwards, and finishing my my high school years online. So started at 16, and then just kind of dreamed to make an Olympic team. A few years down the line, ended up being the Rio Olympics was my first games in 2016, and then fell in love with the whole experience, the training, the everything, and decided to keep going for one more in Tokyo, and then said, hey, Paris isn't too far away, and went for one more. So
the momentum was really growing from Rio to Tokyo to Paris as well.
Yeah.
You guys made the team routine, which is that 8-person team, for the first time in many years. And then you also had people talking like you guys could medal, and look what you did. What is that momentum like in the U.S. for artistic swimming right now?
Yeah, it's huge right now. I mean, when I was first joining the national team, we didn't have a senior national team to kind of look up to and follow in their footsteps. There was a big gap in the national team for a while. So to be a part of the team that's kind of just been sticking with it and continuing that momentum has been a huge goal of mine, and one reason why I've really stuck around, even through all the hard years and of barely making finals to now finally fighting for a medal. So now it's like all the kids in the U.S. doing the sport or looking up to do the sport have big aspirations and big goals to look up to, and kind of like they see that it's possible. So I think it's huge for the sport in our country for sure.
And huge for Tonawanda as well, the Aquettes, which
huge for any Aquette to see that they can come from this small town and dream to be on the Olympic team, and anything's possible. So
yeah. Let's go back to Paris. That first competition, that first swim you guys had, there was a penalty, and you guys were in 7th place. Tell me what that process was like, why you ended up in 7th place, and then how you ended up getting the silver medal from that.
So we had gotten a penalty on that first swim, which brought our score down. We lost a big chunk of our points. We were in 7th place. So immediately after we swam, we kind of knew that, all right, well, we could just enjoy the next 2 days, swim, enjoy the Olympics, but not really be fighting for a medal. Or we could make a change to our routine the next day and really amp up our difficulty score. And it'll be high risk, because there's risk that we get even more penalties by doing a brand new routine that we've never swam. Or we could go for it and really go all in and just, put it all on the line. So our team is a team who thrives under challenges and adversity, so we decided to go for it. We did a little in between. We upped our difficulty quite a bit, and we only had 30 minutes to make the change, to get in and practice it before we got kicked out of the pool. This was like 9 p.m. that night of the competition, so we quickly made the changes, all jumped in, tried everything once. The coaches submitted the coach card for the next day, and then the next day we competed that new routine, and we ended up getting the penalty overturned, so it moved us up into 4th place after the first day. So we didn't really need to up the difficulty, but it was already done and we were set on it, and we think that we kind of needed that move. We needed that little push to make us challenge ourselves a little more, and it ended up obviously working out in our favor.
Yeah.
After the second day, we were going into the third day in second place, and the last event is our favorite and strongest routine, so we were excited to just bring it home.
Yeah, yeah. The moment that you realized you had silver, what was that like?
It was crazy. There were so many emotions, and it was like everything over the past 10, even 20 years just hit me all at once. My family and friends were all in the stands, so that was super special, just getting to look around and see all of them up there. Celebrating with a whole team is something so special. You go through the hardest moments together, the best moments and the worst moments together, and we range from 10 years age difference between us all. So we're all at different stages of our lives, but we're all going through it together, and it just makes the success in the end that much more special.
Let's talk about LA. You live in that area now, so that means even more to you. Is that something you're looking ahead to? You are, you've been in it 3 Olympics now, so tell me what you're thinking.
Yeah. I can't say no to a home Olympics. I mean, it just sounds like a dream. Paris was a dream, the whole experience, but to see the French athletes and seeing how they enjoyed that experience from being in their home country just seems so special. And being in LA now, literally my home city would be really cool. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm not glued to it. If it doesn't work out, if my body doesn't hang on, or if I don't, the passion's not there still, I'm not gonna force it. But I definitely I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not?
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thanks for sitting down with me. And that medal is very heavy around your neck.
It is. It's a neck workout, honestly.
All right. Congrats, Anita.
Thank you.
Well, in just over an hour, Anita Alvarez will throw out that first pitch at the Bison's game versus the Omaha Storm Chasers. That starts at 7:05 tonight. I'm also told she could appear on the field tomorrow at the Bills' third and final preseason game. You could also see another local Olympian there, too. I haven't gotten that word from the Bills, so I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
She was in her backyard earlier after we met up this morning, practicing that first pitch with her dad.
Nice.
They even had this long tape measure, so she was on the mound in her backyard, and he was where the batter would be.
All right, well, way to go, because that's tough. You see some people that don't look like they prepare at all for it. So pretty cool stuff, and congrats to her and the team. It's awesome. I've seen her name on the banner at Tonawanda Aquatics all the time. I swim there a bunch, but it's cool to actually see her with this piece after the Olympics. So.